Hey guys, welcome to whatever episode this is of Eibon Plays Golden Sun. I've officially lost track. I think it's episode 16, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, so last we left off, we cleared out a ton of little critters from this area. And a lot of big critters too. Lots of scary dudes. Alright, Maya, let's stick lift on ya. Everybody, clap your hands. I wish I could. that joke would have been a lot funnier if I could get it to go. Right? Let's see. Basically, the next place I have to go is I have to get through this mountain thing. Although there are two places that I need to go, or that I'd want to go. Okay. Oh, hello. Blah. Blah, I don't care. Blah. Blah. Screw these guys. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I'm wasting these chin. Alright. At least I got the drop on them so they didn't attack me. Are you kidding me? There we go. Oh, these guys are slow. That I'm just a lot faster. Either way, I'm not really gonna complain about that. Screw you guys. Screw you guys. I'm going somewhere else. Okay, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna retreat out of here. Because I want to go somewhere else. I want to go to the top list. Oh, hey. Is it true you found the ancient ruins? Yes. Really, I always thought that mine held some sort of secret. Oh, one cool thing about this is it lets us get a not so well hidden, well, it lets us backtrack to a place that is, gonna be fun to go to. It's actually one of my favorite dungeons with probably one of my favorite psynergies. And we'll be able to head over there fairly soon, actually. Let's see. Okay. We'll just psynergy these guys to death, I guess. Alright, is everybody dead? Nope. Now everyone should be dead. I hope everyone's dead. I want everybody dead. Yeah, you're dead. Sweet. Oh. Isaac's level 17, was that? Awesome. So... So one thing that I really like, that I feel like mentioning about about psynergy in this game, is that it's, you know, basically it's magic, right? I mean, it's got an explanation, but for all intents and purposes, it's magic. So it's comparable to other magic systems in, you know, other settings, like magic, or not magic, like D&D, or Dota, or, you know, what have you. And, whereas some types of magic are by explicit memorization, you know, sometimes it's, yeah, like, either it's memorizing, you know, how it feels to cast a thing, or, let's see, or like an incantation of sorts, and that's more like, that's generally like reading from a tome, which is kind of cheating memorization, but whatever. And then there's some that are based off of manipulating some part of yourself, like in Dark Souls, where you've got soul sorceries, where what you do is your soul's kind of an amalgam of this soul material, and you can use it. You basically manipulate that into a weapon. This is the wrong area, I think. Not a biggie. We've got retreats. Then there's other places where it's just like the power of your mind, right? Where only these really, really intelligent individuals can actually use magic, because it requires an unbelievable amount of understanding is the word I would use. And that's another one that I really like, is to be able to use the magic, you have to have this deep understanding of it. Is there a way over this way? I'm getting myself lost here. Well, in Golden Sun, psynergy, as was mentioned, yeah, I'm clearly getting myself lost. Psynergy, as was mentioned in the last episode or so, was not just through the mind. I mean, to a degree, it is understanding it and manipulating it, but besides that, it is also through sheer force of will. And that's sort of, to my understanding, actually, because I don't actually have very much experience with espers in whatchathingy. Oh, this isn't the right place, but oh well. With espers in settings other than. Oh, actually, speaking of espers, what I was going to say is I don't really have that much experience with the espers in D&D. But as far as I understand it, they get their powers through willpower, essentially. But I'm sure a certain someone who watches all my videos is going to correct me on that, which is totally okay. I like being corrected on things I don't know anything about. But there's espers from a certain scientific railgun, and their magic, or not really magic, they have psychic abilities, and they actually talk a lot about quantum mechanics, and they have this thing that they talk about called personal reality, which kind of derives from willpower, and kind of derives from knowing how, what's the word? Knowing how your ability works. Like, say, you would have to understand how the teleportation works to be able to use it, or how the, what's another one? Or one of my favorites from that series, actually, is, you basically ensnare an object in your within your ability, and then it will move at a constant velocity. So when it comes into contact with something that's in its way, it just pushes through because it's going at a constant velocity, which make particularly devastating penetrating attacks, right? Which is pretty cool. And you would have to understand completely exactly how that works to be able to use it, or to be able to use it to any proper effect. So there's a good deal of studying involved. Well, psynergy seems to have a pretty decent amount of. Nope. Have a pretty decent amount of, kind of figuring it out, I guess. Because, let's see. Because it takes a lot of practicing at it takes a lot of practicing and leveling up and experience to be able to pull off more and more complex let's get out of here. More and more complex psynergy. Like we'll go to Isaac and we'll remember come on, there we go. We'll remember at the beginning we learned Quake really early. And then as we leveled up, we gained Earthquake and then Quake Sphere, which are increasingly powerful forms of one's psynergy. So that much is there's definitely a an experience to it. There is an intelligence to it, but quite possibly the most important is just willing it to happen. I mean, the key from before was a psynergy that was specifically willpower. And so that's kind of where how psynergy works, and it also comes from what elements you're naturally attuned to. Like Garrett's naturally attuned to Mars, and Ivan's naturally attuned to Jupiter. And you know what reason for that particular attunement? I'll go much more. I'll talk about that probably more later, but I'll also get to talk about that a lot in the second game, because we get to visit a lot of places that could be argued are reasons for particular, particular psynergies types being prevalent in those places. I mean, we've already been to one place where there's the what is it? Whatever tribe that Mia came from. That's right up by the Jupiter Lighthouse. No, not Jupiter. I lied. Venus? No. Mercury. Goodness gracious. It's right next to the Mercury Lighthouse, which is, well, the element of mercury, or water, right? So it only makes sense that that's where, the, shoot, that's the place where Mercury psynergy thrives. And another thing I've noticed is that psynergy seems to develop in places that it's needed. Like Vale. Vale doesn't have a lot of particularly offensive psynergy, but it does have a lot of utility psynergy. Like whatever it was that Isaac used to fix his roof way back when, before Garrett came crashing down and kind of, screwed the pooch there. Freaking Garrett. I will never lay off of Garrett. I mean, he's just... Whoops! I didn't mean to attack there. I am fairly certain that the only reason that he's a passable adept is because he's just so blockheaded. Like he's just so bullheaded that that's the only thing that he can really manage, is to just go at things head on until he runs face forward into them. And I should go see what that's about over there. I mean, I could go up this way. Let's see. That looks like progress. I don't actually know if it's progress, but I'm gonna guess it's progress. There we go. Let's see what's in here. Ah, thing! You're a mimic, aren't you? Oh, no, you're just a vial. Well, that's cool. I wouldn't know if that's really worth the, I don't know. I never really use vials. Blah, 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 blah. Maya doesn't have a lot of offensive synergy at this point in the game. I mean, once I start mixing up the gen pools, once I hit about 5 each. I mean, and mixing up the gen pools is a lot more fun next game. But, you know, once I really start doing that, she'll have a lot more offensive psynergy, along with some really strong, you know, restorative psynergy. There we go. There we go. Let's just get going. Okay, cool. So now if we go this way, we'll see that guy over there. But we can't do anything with him yet. So we'll go this way. There we go, heal you up. There should be a psynergy crystal around here? Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I know where meditation is. Okay. Hey guy. Alright. So, oh, there's a psynergy crystal. Psynergy stone, whatever. So now, we get to meet a very interesting person who I have no idea what voice I want to do. Dang, I should have thought about this earlier. Master Hama is meditating. Please be extremely quiet. So, Isaac, you and your adept companions have finally come. No. Okay, I can... What I would have liked to do, maybe, is a Genkai for her. Because I really like Genkai, and I really like her, and they're pretty similar in terms of... Finally come, was she expect... Finally come? Was she expecting us? Well, clearly, Garrett. I mean, she pretty much just said so. But how did she know we'd be here? Well, we met... Yeah, I had anticipated your arrival. Yeah, you know, it's not like we didn't meet a person who was claiming to have visions of the future that had come true, like, literally a cave ago. I mean, I'm sure your memory isn't that terrible, Garrett. Good lord. You knew we were coming then? Yeah, well, yeah. I have been waiting a long time for you. You come seeking the elemental stars. Yes, this is true. You know about the elemental stars too? Who are you? Wouldn't you like to know, Ivan? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh goodness. This scene is particularly fun knowing the second game. I am a Jupiter adept, just like Ivan. I'm not a Jupiter adept. What are you talking about? Okay. Okay. I'd expect this from Garrett. Okay? Though, I guess it makes it a little more, forgivable for Garrett to not have realized that Maya was a Mercury adept. But, jeez, are you kidding me? Ivan! You're making Garrett look good here! You've been traveling with 3 people you know are adepts. 3 people you know are adepts. You've been finding Jupiter elementals in the Jinn. You've been finding... There's been 4 elements of them that you've found so far. What, Mars, Jupiter, or, you know, Mars, Mercury, Venus, and, you know, frickin' Jupiter? I mean, are you kidding me? Are you... Whatever. Whatever. You are Ivan, although you may not know it yet. Oh my goodness, Ivan. Oh my goodness, Ivan. Oh my goodness, Ivan. Why do you say that? Do you not have the power to read minds? Vodka. This ability is unique to the... This ability is unique to the Jupiter adepts. You predicted our coming. Is that also psynergy? Ho! Excellent question, Miss Maya. Yes, the ability to foresee events also belongs to the Jupiter Adepts. Then Eibon can learn the power of prediction too? He already has. He just doesn't know it yet, right? I don't think I have. And actually, you really do not know you have it yet. Now, actually, this brings up some interesting stuff for, talking about, you know, how psynergy comes about, too. I mean, if you have these abilities already, you just don't know you have them, that would mean that they're innate to you. Though, mind readings and those are more basal things rather than, because you know a lot of his offensive psynergy is based around controlling the wind, right? You've got tornadoes, you've got thunderclaps, which are, you know, thunder is caused from the static from air rubbing against itself, really. I mean, that's a vast simplification, but you get the idea. But interesting, though. But, you know, mind reading isn't like... I mean, comparing wind manipulation and his offensive abilities with that is kind of like comparing mind reading to then maybe being able to implant memories in people or something. Which... Oh! Actually, that's a better illusion than I thought. Oh, okay. I just accidentally took a screenshot. Nice. I haven't done that in a few episodes. Okay. So, I'm gonna spoil something that happens in the next, like, 5 minutes. Basically, she teaches Eibon a psynergy that Eibon already knows. He just doesn't know he knows it yet. Or, like, they kind of unlock a part of his psynergy. You know. So, You know, I'd actually argue that the psynergy that he gets, the seeing the future, could be related to Reveal, which is the psynergy that he's about to learn. But since Hama's about to teach him, basically it's reverse mind reading. It's mind writing, I guess. Which is a cool concept. I never thought of it that way before. You know, that's really the cool thing about being able to do this and having to talk out loud about it while I'm doing it, is it really forces me to think about things that are going on in the game a lot more than, you know, I might if I was just playing silently, where, you know, I'd be enjoying the ride more than paying attention to everything, and this time I'm paying attention to everything. So, in a way, thanks for giving me this opportunity, or at least bearing with my ramblings enough that I get the impression that people, or persons, or whatever, actually enjoy this. Well, anyway, the power of Jupiter must be great if it lets you see the future. By the way, shout-outs to my good friend Robbie for this beautiful controller that I'm using. It just feels so good in my hands. It's a nice... It's a different weight than the one that I was using before, and it's a really nice weight. And it's kind of... the grip's a little bit more svet than the one I'd been using, which is much more smooth plastic. And this is kind of almost velvety. Anyway. Oh, but Eibon can learn to use an even greater power than... Okay, so I would actually... Okay, so maybe they are separate. I don't know. Anyway, Reveal... But you could see how I might... How you might connect Reveal to... I'll call it foresight or fortune telling or whatever, for lack of me caring to remember what she actually called it. Vodka, what greater power? Reveal. Okay, yeah. It was like 4 lines of dialogue away. Reveal? Yes, I have waited to pass on the power of true sight onto you. Wait a minute. Okay. A little bit of a spoiler for the 3rd game. Because since I'm talking about psynergy and stuff like that right now, and I'm very interested by what this has ended up. Since this is a Venus, or sorry, this is a Jupiter domain sort of thing. There's a Venus adept who I won't name or say anything else about, who in the 3rd game has our reveal type deal. And actually, there's even a reveal type of deal for the for one of the Mercury adepts. Interesting, though. Yes, I have waited long to pass the power of true sight on to you. You waited here in Lama Temple just to teach Reveal to Eibon? You will need Reveal if you are to achieve your goals. Thank you. Reveal is also one of my favorite synergies. It's just so useful. Jupiter adepts can learn Reveal on their own over time. But that power alone will not help you find Satiros as his company moves on. It was Satiros and his companions who blocked Silk Road. What jerks! Felix and the rest of them, huh? Those cowards! Yeah, why do you say Felix and the rest of them? It's not like Felix is in charge. In fact, you guys were counting on Felix to keep Jenna and Kraden safe, weren't you? Geez, be a little more, be a little less rude, Garrett. Ah! Just repositioning my hair. Okay. Garrett. Okay. Ivan's not making Garrett look bad look good anymore. Garrett's just making himself look bad. Felix bears a terrible fate. A burden I would not wish on any man. A terrible fate? What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can say nothing more of this matter. Now we must focus on the power of Reveal. You'll need the power of Reveal to cross the evil again. Remember the evil forest? Now we have an evil desert. And then later we'll traverse an evil sea. I'm really looking forward to that sea. Ugh. Ugh. An evil desert? Is that even possible? Okay, Garrett. You asked that same question about an evil forest, and it seemed pretty evil. So, yes. You believe that? I was like, well, I just don't buy... Fuck you, Garrett. Why will we need Reveal to cross the desert? Crossing Lamakan Desert was hard enough with the extreme heat. But evil has taken hold of this desert, and its heat has become unbearable. Entering the desert now is nothing short of asking for death. Then how can Satiros cross such a deadly place? Satiros and Minardi are Mars adepts. I am merely guessing, but their powers might help them suppress the heat as they cross. Why can't you do that, Garrett? I still don't understand. How will Reveal help us in such an evil place? Reveal will help you find oases to cool you against the heat. Why would we need Reveal for that? Won't we be able to see the oases? I love how they just all look at Garrett like he's an idiot. Oh my gosh, Garrett, you're such a punching bag. Do you know what a mirage is? Yes, I know what a mirage is. The desert is filled with mirages that prevent you from seeing clearly. Without Reveal, you cannot find the oases. Sounds like we should have Ivan learn Reveal, don't you think? No! Yeah, I don't want to die in any evil desert. Ivan, you should let Master Hammer teach you how to use Reveal. What's wrong, Master Hama? You can pass reveal on to me, can't you? I'm unsure if it will work. Okay, yeah! In preparation for this day, I tried to pass the power on to a young girl, although that power was not reveal. Oh, yeah. My student was not an adept. It worked out, though, actually. I thought anyone could hone a skill he or she already possessed. However, I saw no change in the girl. No, there was change! Well, after you got conked on the head by a psynergy stone. Feiji, why are you here? I sensed it. Sensed it? What did you sense? Sue is in great danger. Sue left this place a long time ago. I know, but Sue did not return to Xi'an. Or Qian, or however. The boulders in the mountains. I sensed it. I came through the mine. I came to ask for help. I sensed nothing as I was focused on Isaac's arrival. But why has the power come to you now, after all this time? Gems fell from the sky. One hit me right on the head. Gems. Psynergy stones. You know, kind of exactly what I had already said. Then this may work after all. Yeah, this is reverse mind reading. That's exactly what's going on. Or, well, maybe not exactly, but in a way. What about his reveal? I'd completely forgotten. Oh my god, you wait all this time just to teach him reveal. And you're just like, oh crap. It seems I succeeded in passing my power to Feiji. You will be fine. Okay, so they're basically sharing their psynergy word meant... Whatever, you get the idea. Anyway, I haven't learned to reveal, which is totally cool. Totally cool. I love reveal. Okay. She's so confused. Ivan, do you and Master Hama know each other? She just said that he's grown up into such a strong young man. No, but she doesn't feel like a stranger. I don't know if you saw it long enough to actually read it. Felix and the others must be far ahead of us by now. Probably. We better get moving. Let's go. We can't just leave like this. Hama might need our help. Oh, that's a good point. Yes, we should help her. Alright. Whatever, we'll go with you, whatever you decide. Alright. I wonder what Master Hama was talking about. Oh, I'm sorry, let's go. Okay. So that's gonna wrap up this episode, actually. I mean, I know I wasted most of it just talking about psynergy and, some of my theories about psynergy, which may or may not be correct, but I appreciate you listening to them. And you know, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, I guess. I'll catch you later. Bye.